Okay, looks like we are live here. So welcome everybody to my weekly live stream painting demonstration here. My name is Eben Schumacher. If you're not familiar with me or my work already, yeah, every week I do this thing and I just set up Photoshop here and basically just paint and talk to people that show up and answer questions or whatever else comes up. So if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. So hey there, Vieira. Nice to see you here. One of my faithful regular attendees here. So yeah, today's actually gonna be pretty fun. I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing, so I'm open to suggestions from people that show up. Sam Stray on Facebook already dropped a request to have some dragons and maybe some interesting perspective angles, so maybe I'll try to work that in somehow. But if you have any ideas, feel free to drop them in the comments there. And also today I will be announcing a fun little surprise for the people that show up here, so stay tuned for that. And it's just a little thank you for those of you who have been joining me thus far and showing up and saying hi and watching these videos. So I appreciate you guys. And so let's just get painting while we wait for some more people to roll in here, and then we'll get back to that the fun surprise. All right. So I think what I'll do here is start off in the way that I often do when I don't know what it is I am going to paint. I'm just going to start making some textural stuff here. Maybe I'll start with sort of a mid-toned backdrop. And just make some nice things going on here. I kind of had this when Sam dropped that comment. I kind of had an idea of a perspective I might be able to use here, with maybe with a dragon kind of up in the corner looking down. We can do kind of like a bottom up perspective on this one. So, well, I guess I might as well get around to it since since you guys are already here. The brushes I'm working on here are part of this brush pack I've been working on for the past week, and not the past week. I mean, I've been kind of finalizing it for the past week, but these are things I've been sort of developing for a while now, and I'm very pleased with the results I have here. So you can see here some of the options in the pack. And I have not yet announced it to anyone else here or released it to the public in any way, but for those of you joining me today, I'm just going to drop a link in the comments here, so you can see, you can go check it out for yourself and download the pack if you want. Right now it's half off on my website, so you get a nice little early bird discount there. So I'm just going to drop that in the comments here. And you can go ahead and check it out if you're interested in these brushes. You can download them from that site. I've just started working on setting up some things on my store page there on the website. So that's going to be expanding a lot moving forward. So hope you guys enjoy that. feel free to download it, try it out, let me know what you think, and anything else you would like to see there. Once you download it, you do get access to any updates and revisions that I post on that product. So yeah, enjoy, and I'll just be showing off some of those brushes a little bit here in this demonstration as well. This one I'm using is called the Big Thick Dry, which is I really love this one because it's completely opaque, has a lot of texture and color variation, and it's just really nice for setting up some really interesting dynamics right off the bat if you're trying to just fill your canvas with texture, which is, as you may have seen, kind of how I tend to start these things off. So yeah, here we go. Let's dive right back into here, and I'm thinking about that perspective a little bit. I think I want to have a bit of coolness down here to contrast with the all that nice fiery orange up there. So maybe there can be kind of a secondary light source coming up from the bottom. The cool thing about this brush is it's actually a really useful training technique, for me at least, because it really forces you to be deliberate about the colors that you're choosing, because there's no transfer setting on, there's no opacity. You know, the color you pick is the color you're putting down, with some variations, as you can see. So you really have to think about it, and that can help to train you to be better about your color picking and that kind of thing. So that's kind of why I like it. It's just, it helps me develop some good habits about being deliberate and making sort of informed choices about these colors. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking there can be just a little dragon dude hanging out up here. Maybe not so little. Let's get some wings going on. Oh, I love this already. Sort of something like that. Awesome. Oh, this is gonna be good. There's a lot of yeah, there's gonna be some opportunities for some subsurface scattering here, which I always love to do, and some nice light refraction and so on. Nice sort of backlit scene here. Let's switch out to another one of the brushes we have in the pack here. This is just a dry brush. This is it's a nice textured but kind of softer brush for a little more like your traditional transfer brush, but it's got this nice grainy texture to it, so you don't end up washing out a lot of the texture that you set up like you can with a lot of digital brushes. Yeah, this is cool. I'm actually gonna I'm just gonna increase this perspective here. Let's drop a little hard edge there. Let's bring out that big thick again. Working on this. Maybe there's some trees or some things happening back here. I actually have a really fun brush for that. I have a couple of fun brushes for that. I have this brush dabs brush, and I also have a foliage brush here. And I probably wouldn't typically use either of these at this point, but actually it's really nice for getting down some nice loose texture, some suggestions of foliage happening over here. Maybe I'll have that sort of shrink a little bit as it goes into the distance. It is also tilt sensitive, so you can kind of tilt it back and forth. This one I really like. It's just, you can make a lot of nice dabs here. And the harder you press, the bigger they're gonna be. So you can get really delicate. I feel like this is almost like a Bob Ross brush. I feel like he makes trees like this all the time. Let's flip this, get a fresh perspective. Oh yeah, this is fun. I like this one. This is a good idea, Sam, if you're watching later. I am I'm pleased with how this is turning out. Let's try another brush here. I'm actually going to use, you may have seen this strategy in one of my other walkthrough videos. I think it's the hour-long painting one. So I'm just sort of, I'm mapping out some sort of the bottom faces of these rocks. I'm going to use these selections to sort of create some chunks. The pen ASMR. Yeah, can you hear the scritching? Oh yeah, it's good stuff. You can actually invert this, and then we can paint in some shadows right above it. Just darken this up just a little bit. Too dark. We can even take out this mixer. This is actually the big thick wet. That's the equivalent of the big thick dry, but it's a mixer brush. So you can use this to sort of finesse some of the things you've already worked in here. And I don't want to overdo it because I want to leave some of that texture in there. I think looking at my navigator, there's a bit too much contrast towards this edge here. So let's we can balance that out a little bit by let's find a nice detailed brush we can use here. Or actually, this one's nice. This cutting edge. This is I think a fairly unique brush I've put together here. It's thin along one way, but it's also you can make some thicker strokes as well if you go the other way. There's a lot of interesting things that can happen here. Can make a nice solid edge there. Let's get a little bit more blue happening here. Cool. Let's go back to this dragon. Maybe do a little bit of detailing. Let's bring out our thin dry brush here. That's really nice for detailing stuff. I'm just gonna make a new layer in case we wanna work out some things behind him. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's just darken up that silhouette a little bit, really make this guy pop. So we can even with this, you can see look at all that great texture. With this thin brush, it also has that color variation. So you get a lot of interesting things happening here. Maybe that's too dark. I don't know. Maybe instead of darkening that up, I can lighten up the background. So let's get back to that in a minute. In the meantime, I'm just gonna give this guy some fun features. Not sure if his wings should be make it pop. That's right. Probably just have it go out this way. That won't be quite as bright there. We'll still have some illumination happening. Awesome. Maybe yeah, we'll give him some legs here too. Why not? Sort of he's doing the Pride Rock move here. Very cool. Could actually probably tone down some of these shadows up here. I think they're stealing some of his thunder. Hey Sam, welcome. Hey, if you're just checking in real quickly, you can check out the. I left a link for my brush pack in the description there. I'm giving the people who are tuning in today a little sneak peek, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. I'm testing out some of these. Well, I guess I'm demonstrating some of these brushes here today, so. You're welcome to check that link out and try the pack and let me know what you think. Could do lots of little nooks and crannies and things like that. These rocks. We want to make sure. Yeah, we can even. I just realized I've been painting on that same layer, so I guess we're committed. We're committed to doing the one layer thing over here, and that's fine with me. That's how I usually end up working anyway. Little peak of light there through his armpit. All right, yeah, let's just merge those down. We don't need all those layers. What should his tail be doing? I wonder. Oh yeah, we can really ramp up this silhouette here. Create some cloudy things happening. Oh, we could even if we brought in some nice blues or violets from the night sky or the sunset sky here, just to make some contrast. Maybe it's a bit too much, but we can always dial it back. Or we can just push his stuff even further, you know, make him sort of maybe that's a bit too bright. It's just we can leave those purples on this side of the canvas. I think that would be best. Ooh, maybe we could even have like a moon and some stars over here. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, maybe we'll let's change this to more of a red. I think that'd be a bit more realistic. Awesome. just working around this guy because I mean this is more of a traditional approach, you know, and that's just kind of what I've been leaning towards recently, and that's sort of what this brush pack is designed for, is you know, people that maybe aren't so used to working with the digital medium, and you know, want something that sort of closely matches the digital feel, or the traditional feel. I love that there's all this kind of leftover texture there. That's a great way to develop contrast in a piece, you know. I mean, of course, I'll fine tune this a bit, but having this contrast between the texture and the softness behind him is really gonna help us out. Yeah, well, I mean, these streams are really just an excuse for me to be painting something outside of, you know, commissions and other work and stuff like that. So I benefit from it, and I figure I might as well just, you know, let you guys be a part of it, and see some stuff that you want to see. Paint on demand. I'm going to do some more sweeping stuff here so the clouds are a bit more in line with the perspective. Oh yeah, some nice saturated colors here. Cool. Maybe we can even have some whites down here. I'm not sure. I think that'll work. Or some yellows. Awesome. Almost looks like it's all on fire over there, you know? Maybe there can be a fire. Some smoky things happening. It's funny when you use the mixer brush. Oh, that's probably, well, I don't know. When you use the mixer brush on the edge of the canvas, it almost pulls in these random colors, which is kind of fun, actually. Yeah, I think that's the the winner of the caption contest there. Awesome. This is a lot of fun. Let's we can even introduce some redness over here along the edge of the rock, sort of make it look like the light is kind of blooming around there. All right, I've probably overworked that section a bit. It's okay. Better than underworking it, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, let's move on to some other stuff. Let's make a little character or something over here. Do a little stance. A little ground up stance. Maybe they don't have the hand reaching up. Maybe they can just be sort of ready. Like, whoa. It's a freaking dragon. Kind of taken aback a little bit here. Awesome. I can make that arm a bit longer. Yep. Have a sword ready here. Something like that. Not sure what the right angle is for that. They're just stabbing themselves in the back. I'll just have it pointing down like this for now. Well, thanks for the input there, Sam. Yeah, unfortunately, it's hard to get everyone with these streams, because there are so many people from different time zones that that tune in here. I think this time I chose specifically because it's when the most people are awake. So you know, it's like, let's see, it's noon around here. It's people are just waking up on the East Coast, or it's their morning, I suppose, because they're 3 hours behind. And then all the European and South American and those time zones are also daytime. Where are you located, Sam? I'm curious. Wondering how I can set up this rock. Maybe it's a bit too big. Let's move it down. Just open this whole piece up a little bit. There's really no need for all that down there. Taking up the whole painting. Yeah, I think that leaves a bit more space here. All right. What else can we do? Let's go back up here and maybe we can clarify some of these things around here. Just sort of creating a silhouette here, and then I can always work it back later. Four different hues on each. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I've got my blue violets over here. Got the greens down here. Got the blues down there. I'm gonna develop this into something. I'm not sure what, but there's gonna be some kind of weird light source there. So yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good noticing there. I didn't even realize I did that. It's always just fun messing around with these cloud shapes. I actually have another brush that's really useful for that. This remixer brush. Sort of just create some nice textured, loose things here. And it picks up what's already on the canvas and kind of sort of redistributes it around. And it also keeps the texture and gives it a nice grainy look as well. We can even let's take out our texture transfer brush. We can take some of this light and just, you know, it's almost already doing this, but you know how the light kind of get the right color here, kind of just zooms right by. That kind of thing. Awesome. We can actually probably darken up this wing a bit more. Since it's extending out into this darker region, we can just make sure that has a nice silhouette. Maybe not quite so dark, but ooh, yeah, some crashing waves. That'd be kind of cool. Little water element here. Actually, just gonna see if I can get a nice silhouette for this dragon wing. And let's use our dry brush, sort of map it out first. Invert that, and bring in our texture a little bit here. Not totally. Oops. Totally pleased with the way that wing is looking, so let's or maybe we can just let's just go full out with it, you know? Just bring that guy all the way out here. It's probably the best move. Maybe let's modify that color a little bit. Something a little bit darker, a little more blue. But not quite so saturated. There. His wing is partly in one layer and partly in another, so that's just how we're gonna do that. and even flatten that out just a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. You know what? Let's have some, oh, this is going to be great. I think. Let's bring out our pencil here and do a little bit of highlights around here. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Maybe, oh man, maybe just a little bit of purple. I'll have some moonlight sort of just coming through that wing. Maybe. Not sure if this is gonna work. But you gotta try it though. Even have a little bit up here. I don't know. That's complex, man, but might work. Let's almost like there's another light source from the moon sort of hitting the front here. I kind of love that. It's that dark or that warm and cool dynamic. It's just really playing out nicely here. Might be a bit, might be overdoing it a little bit here, but we'll see. That's kind of cool. Might be a bit much. We'll see. Let's give him some sweet horns here. Just because I can. move that up here. Confusing myself working on these different layers here, and that can happen. Just merge them down. Maybe not though, because that has the wing on it, doesn't it? Alright, maybe that horn's not working. Let's get rid of it. Okay, since we have this moonlight element now, let's push that even further. Let's return to this the brush dabs here. Let's create some slightly cool light hitting the trees over here. Just a little bit. Could do the same thing over here if we want. Sort of balance the whole thing out. Put some little trees down here too. Just tapping away. Even use a darker color there. Can even put some back here too. Why not? Cool. All right, let's go back down. Let's go back down here. Start to create some clarity in these details. Just bring out our textured soft round. We can add some nice lighting effects here. just getting pretty lost in this one. It's really nice. But feel free to speak up if you have any questions or comments on what I'm doing here. Let's get some more, actually first I just want to blend these out a little bit. That's cool. I feel like they're all two-part streams now. We'll see. Because it's not a bad thing necessarily. Just get really, yeah, I do. I still have an hour to go. That's right, the clock's ticking. No, it's fine. I mean, I don't know. I just like taking whatever time I need to get a piece finished, but it's not always the best approach. But you know, this is pretty low stakes. I have been working on. There were actually two more pieces from previous live streams that I'm wrapping up now, and I have been recording that process. So I will probably post those as separate videos linked to the previous streams, so you can see me finish those ones up. Probably overdid it again a little bit with those highlights there, so I'm just working those back. Probably don't need it over there, but we can have a little bit. A little bit over here. Tap in some nice little glowy spots there. It's gonna need eyes at some point, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. Ooh, maybe there's a... Let's try this. A little waterfall or something coming down here. Maybe another one right here. So let this one be a bit brighter. It'll be catching some of that moonlight. Hey there, Nadim. And thank you, JFS. That's very nice. I'm working on it. Working on the 1 billion followers. But not too worried about it. Just like being able to share it with the people that are watching. And we're going, we don't need eyes to see. Exactly. Exactly. Cool. Yeah, these waterfalls are nice. We don't even know. We don't even need to know where that one's coming from. We'll just block it off like that. Yeah, this highlight up here is probably a bit too much. Just trying to paint it out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what you have to do to crack the code or the algorithm or whatever it is. Gotta be, yeah, pretty consistent about it, I suppose. I mean, I am, you know, consistent, but yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, you guys are always welcome to share these, of course, whenever you want, with anyone who you think might be interested in checking this stuff out. And that's it's always helpful to me. Of course, we want to have all kinds of different people in here checking this stuff out. The more the merrier. You know, do we even need this person here? I feel like this painting is all about the dragon, man. I feel like this is just a distraction. Yeah. Let's ditch him. Then maybe I'll be able to get this one finished within 2 hours. Hey there, Richard. Welcome. For those of you just joining me now on YouTube, the link I've posted in the comments there. I'm giving everyone here who's joining me on the stream today some exclusive access to the brush pack I've just put together So you can follow that link and check it out and try it out for yourself, and let me know what you think. It's half off right now, and you can once you order it, you have access to all future updates and everything I do with it, and so you will always be able to get the any additional brushes I throw on there or revisions to current ones. But everything I'm doing in this piece today is with brushes from that pack, and I'm pretty pleased with how they're working for me. I really like this one, this little brush dabs piece. I kind of like this. It almost looks like just a dead tree stump, something like that. Maybe we can create a little bit of moonlight hitting down here. I was afraid to say that. Don't be afraid to say it. Maybe if you had said that earlier, I would have just agreed with you and could have avoided having that character in there at all. But no, I mean, it's good to try these things out, you know, and but I don't know. I think I'm also just trying to avoid the same old things I've been doing and the cliches of this kind of stuff, and you don't always need that. And I like that this piece is now more focused on the dragon here. It's probably all a bit too complex down here. I'll just keep it as a silhouette. Let's go in with our pointy eraser and make some interesting things happen. Create some textural variety here. You can even bring out our big thick brush again here and just do some big dabs. Freaking dab fest over here. I have some over here. Who knows? Yeah, like we're looking in through the bushes. Actually, I don't know about this one. Maybe though. Let's just have it a bit lighter of a color. We can even use our foliage brush here for some of this. I think we need to have well, I don't know what I just did there, but just a little texture variety. I'd love to see some more contrast around that dragon up there. I'm not sure how we're going to do that, but could either darken up some of those shadows or I mean, honestly, I wonder what the overall levels are for this thing. Could maybe even darken up the whole. Maybe not. Kind of messes with the color a little bit. Let's do something here. I think I want to just have some little trees coming up here. Just pointing right at him. And then we can do our little blipping. What's the technical term? The blip. Yes, the stream will be available later to watch. All of my streams are available on YouTube. You can watch them anytime. Ooh, let's bring out our rake brush. Where is it? The rough comb. Yeah, this one's good for textural stuff like this. The tree might be a bit too large. I don't know. It might be. We'll see. We can always move it. It's on a different layer, so pretty low risk. Yeah, total Bob Ross move too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of as I did that. I was like, what would Bob Ross do? And he's like, yeah, just. Of course, he's not even using layers, so it's just once he makes that decision, there's no going back, you know. Kind of little bits down here. I'm angling this slightly to the right to make it look like we're looking at it from underneath. Actually, let's I'm gonna switch the direction of this, so can do something similar on the other side. And we're just gonna have these branches pointing right at our buddy over there. Maybe that's not the right direction for this. Rewind. Yeah, something like that. That's cool. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we put in another tree over here? I love making these trees. This brush is so much fun. You can just dab all day. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's kind of why I like doing the one layer thing. It really forces you to kind of commit to your decisions, and when you get used to committing to your decisions, you tend to make better decisions throughout your painting process. So it's kind of what I'm always trying to do. But sometimes, you know, sometimes you want to be a little cautious, and that's okay too. But tip tap, tip tap. There's that ASMR. That's what Jose was talking about earlier. The pen touching. Yeah, this is a total This is a total Bob Ross move here. This brush also, if you see here, it does have color variation. I'm just using one color, but you know, as I'm tapping away here, it varies that color and it varies the hue. So every time I use it, I'm getting a nice distribution of different things here. I almost think this should be do a little digital trick here. I just want to point this over here. Maybe not that much, but oh, thank you, Richard. Yeah, there's I love colors. It's one of the best parts about painting. All right. I want to give. Let's try something here. Let's bring out our soft round brush. I want to just give this water here a nice glow. So let's do that. Don't want to overdo it because I don't want to make too much contrast or interest down here, but I think that gives the whole piece a bit more life. While we're at it, let's just do a little of that around here. Create some more contrast around this dude. Whoops. You know what, let's just merge all these together. All these background layers, just so you don't have to worry about that anymore. This beautiful, majestic beast here. Hey there, Shilpa. No problem. I'm glad to see you joining us here. Yeah, this is a fun one. See if we can get some more of that. Why not just go totally overboard with the lighting, you know? Let's do some, whoops, that's a bit much. Some streaks. Actually, here's what I got a brush for that already. Got our this is also in the brush pack that's in the comments link there. So our light beam brush, so we can just switch up the orientation there and make sure that's on linear dodge. Whoa. Let's knock down that opacity a little bit. We can just tap in some beams. We have our light flare brush here too as well. That's kind of cool. Maybe that's a bit overkill though. I think I've maximized my lighting potential here. Let's bring out our splatter brush though, because I do want to have a little bit of let's create a new layer for this. I'll just do some little starry things. And then we can go in and sort of take those down a notch. Can even use some of that on the water here. So splishing and splashing, that kind of stuff. I think of it, I haven't really oh yeah, there we go. Just make sure there's a feasible source for this river here. Waterfall, I should say. And I guess we don't want to have this texture be too busy. We can sort of smudge it out with this mixer brush here. I don't know about that. Let's try that again. Sort of an odd area back here. It's sort of where the that light bloom is meeting some of our other textures. So I want to make sure there's a nice transition there. It's a nice texture as well. All right. With that, we still got 25 minutes to make this thing awesome. I don't know, Jose. I think this will be a one-part painting, which is fun. It's been a while since I had one of those. I'm just gonna really ramp up that purple. Make this part stand out even more. That's a fun color. Let's bring out our refractor or the remixer again here, and we can just blend all these fun things together. Make a nice little medley here. Except for that wing, we want to keep that unblended. But we can take some of these and just, there's our mixer here. Create some nice sort of underlit clouds here. And this one, it looks like this one's almost sort of blocking out the side of that lighting there, so we can just build on that a little bit. Maybe we'll have another one up here that's kind of similar, where it's partially in shadow. I think all of this stuff is a bit too contrasty, a bit too textured, so I'm just going to tone that down a bit. I want it to be a bit more vague towards the edges. Nothing too eye-catching, you know. Awesome, thank you, Sam. I appreciate it, or Samuel. I'm glad you're enjoying this, and let me know what you think of the brush pack. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thank you for your suggestion. I appreciate it. It's always good to. I mean, you know, sometimes I'll run out of ideas, and it's good to have some input from you guys as well. Some little plant things around here. Let's go back to this rock face. I think we're gonna have some let's put in some little bits where it's catching the light. Maybe not quite so intense, actually. Maybe it'll be a bit more like this color here. Cool. What can we do for these? Let's make them a little brighter. Our moonlit, probably got a better brush for that. Let's check it out. A little foliage. Why not? Oh yeah, we can have some of this stuff just all the way down here. Look at that. That's kind of nice. that's overdoing it a bit. Oh well. Still do a bit of drawing and stuff here. I'm not even really sure what I'm doing anymore. Maybe we should start over here. Cut the time. No, I think it'll be okay. Just gonna kind of simplify things a bit, because I've gotten a bit out of hand with this section here. Oh, awesome. Where the dragon is stepping. Yes, well, that's where I'm. Yeah, I think it's time to give him the ultimate makeover here. I think he's got a good environment. I think he's got a good silhouette and everything, but we want to really make him pop. If it ain't poppin', it ain't art. That's what I always say. No, I don't say that, but I can. Can be my catchphrase now. Yeah, all right, buddy. What do we got here? We're gonna need some contrast. Let's get out our thin brush, thin wet brush. Let's just make him, actually, let's use the thin dry brush because it has that color variation. And I want to have this guy, I want to have him dazzle. I want to have him sparkle a little bit. That's way too much. Way too much dazzle. All right. Let's get that dazzling, that sparkling. I'm just going to sort of mess around with this for a while. Maybe I should do it on a new layer in case I really mess it up. But you know what? I'm not going to. in the name of building confidence in your painting skills. too much there. Maybe we won't have that highlight there or here. There we go. I think that's what I'm looking for. I think that's the look. Yeah, that's it. Whew, that took a while. All right. Now it's time to not mess this up. My favorite my favorite of activities. Let's play Don't Screw It Up. I'm just kind of switching between sort of the mixer mode of this brush and the textured mode. So I can kind of, just by switching between these, I can get a nice balance between soft textures and more varied interesting textures. See if I think this is a little weird. Let's copy paste that. Do a little warpliness. Warplyism. I don't know. There we go. He's a stallion. A stallion among mere mortals. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave that area kind of ambiguously in shadow. I'll be very careful about the areas that I decide to light up here, because I don't want it to be, I don't want to overdo it. Alright, let's go to this face. This is going to be very important. Maybe we can change the angle a bit. Have him looking down at us. Maybe not. Either way, we're gonna try to keep it simple, but include enough detail here to give the right impression. Oof, that's kind of cool, giving him like these little neck feathers like a dinosaur. Makes him look kind of old and wise, you know? Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe just makes him look like a turkey. We'll see. Starting to reach the limits of our resolution here, but I think that's all we need, really. And I'm really liking these. I'm liking these shadow shapes we have here, so I'm gonna push these even more. Or the not shadow shapes, but these lighting shapes. I think that's all we really need to define this face. We don't want to overcomplicate it. Yeah, you can see all the pixels here now. It's kind of fun. There we go. Yeah, he's looking good. Looking good. What do we think? Glowing eyes or no? I think we can do a little dot of white here, maybe. If we can find a brush that will do it at this level here. There you go. We can even do a little bit of highlights here. Do some light hitting the feathers a little bit here, maybe. Pretty cool. I think that's nice. I really love the contrast between the cool light and the hitting him directly, and then the warm light sort of hitting him ambiently or from behind. This is really cool. I like this piece. And I'm very glad that I've been able to do it efficiently. Maybe he has like a one long thing here, like a mustache. I don't know. Like a catfish. What else here? Maybe we can even push these highlights even more. Really give him some some reflective scaliness if it's not too much. I don't know about that. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a tiny little bit. I still think that's too much. I don't know why exactly, but I think maybe it just looks a bit too reflective. But whoops. Oh, that's kind of cool actually. Maybe we can do something like that. Let's just do a little blending here, kind of lose some of these edges, you know? Because we don't need all this. You don't need all this stuff. What should we do with this tail? I don't know if maybe that's not a factor at this point, but maybe we could do something like woo. Something like shoo. Let's pick a darker red there. Something like back here, just very subtle. Needs to be, I think that just needs to be more red. More red. So really, because that light is just going to be bending around it. That's too much red. Just got to find the right color here. You know what? Maybe he doesn't need a tail. I'm abandoning the tail idea. But let's see what we can do with these wings. I want to make them even more dynamic. Let's bring out our mixer here. Just really stretch them out. Yeah, just losing some of those edges just makes it look so fun. Makes them look kind of mystical, you know. Oh, let's turn off that. Yes, let's clean our brush. There's an option up there to clean the brush. Oh my god, I don't even know what I did there. I'm just not gonna mess with that right now. Alright, anything else? Anything else we want to do here? Oh, to answer your question, Sam, my art background. I went to, well, I've been drawing since I was a kid, and I did. I took some oil painting in high school, and I got a degree in art at a small liberal arts college. I was mostly doing like I did some oil painting, but I kind of ended up focusing on ceramics a lot. Actually, this dude, I don't know if you can see here. This is one of the products of my ceramic ceramic days. I have a few of these scattered around my house here. I just made these little clay dragons, and they're a lot of fun. I've been keeping this one by my desk here, but I didn't keep doing that because I didn't have the studio space for it or anything. I started getting into digital stuff after I graduated school, and I ended up just sort of learning all of that from online tutorials and online courses and that kind of stuff, and just doing my own research on that kind of thing. So that's pretty much it. That leads us right here. I started doing some commissions shortly after that, here and there, and now I'm making a decent part of my living doing that, and that's leads us right here to this painting. Always been a fan of dragons and dinosaurs. I just got real into dinosaurs as a kid, and I'm trying to bring that back through some of these fantasy scenes. I guess dragons are kind of like the ultimate dinosaur in a way, or maybe dinosaurs for me were like the closest things to dragons that I could get. That's like part of reality, or depending upon who I don't know. Maybe dragons exist somewhere. There's a cool lizard that they found in, or it's a salamander, I think, maybe, that they found in the caves of in China that looks very it looks a lot like the representation, the traditional like Chinese representation of a dragon. So there's kind of this theory that they found this little salamander, and they kind of just went with that. Very cool stuff. So I'm just gonna slide in here with my thin wet brush again, and I just want to create a bit more variety in this sort of feathery mane thing he has. Maybe do some longer strokes here. Maybe we can highlight some of those with a little of that moonlight there. Cool. I mean, I think that just about wraps this one up. Can't really think of anything else I'm itching to do. Maybe I could work on, some of this area around him a little bit. Maybe I want to have some more of those stars popping in here and there. Let's just give do a little of those. A little of this. Let's see if maybe we can let's bring out that linear dodge soft brush again. And maybe we can just create a bit more of a moonlight thing here. All right, thanks for tuning in, Sam. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the stuff you make with the brushes here. Feel free to tag me in anything that you're posting, and I'll check it out. All right, so much fun, glowy stuff happening here. Maybe I'll just do one more pass over these waterfalls with a bit of a slightly less saturated white here. I think they ended up a bit too blue. And then we can go do some little blipping. To our thick dry here. Just make some little things happening around here. Maybe a little bit of texture where we may have washed it out. Cool. I just can't stop working on this one, actually. Ooh, that's kind of nice. A little redness down here. Maybe not that much. I do want to see this guy darkened up a little bit, or at least try that out. First, I just want to solidify this edge here. Let's try going in with our burn tool. Where is it? Where did I put it? It's not here. Just updated Photoshop, so I think they may have hid it from me. Weird. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. All right. Let's work on our midtones a little bit here. Just see if we can sharpen up that contrast just a bit. Just a little bit. And I think it's just enough. Cool. Well, thank you everyone for joining me today. And thanks to all the regulars, Viera, Jose, and Sam, and also to the new people I'm seeing on here. Yeah, if you're interested in checking out these brushes, I've left the link in the description. I'll be releasing some more information about those and doing a little demo video at some point as well that I'll be putting on YouTube if you're interested in checking that out. But yeah, if you're trying them out, feel free to test them, tag me in a piece that you've made, or shoot me a message with any feedback you have. I'd be happy to hear it. And yeah, for now, I'll see you guys next week. All right.